Out for a ride again today on the Rancher. Try and go down these Watkins Farm trails. There was a tree down a couple of weeks ago, and I just installed a new winch on the Rancher, so I want to try it out, see if I can move that tree. Nice day today. It's about 60 degrees. May still be here, and then again somebody may have already moved it, so we won't know till we go up here and see. Right up here, I guess we'll see. Well, it looks like somebody's already moved it. About that. Sticks flying up, trying to come up and hit you in the head. like I said, though, somebody had already moved that tree, so we moved part of it anyway. At least you can get around it now. I thought maybe it was still going to be down and I was going to have to move it, but this path gets a lot of truck traffic. People drive their pickup trucks on it right much, so they probably pushed it out of the way. A couple of reasons I went with the Warren winch is that turns out that the dealer, I was able to get a 8% discount being a preferred customer, so that helped a little bit, and they were running them on sale, you know, and they're made in the USA. They got an excellent customer service backing, you know, if you need replacement parts, that kind of thing. They're pretty good about getting it to you. And anyway, and too, you know, the kit was made to fit on here, you know, without a hitch. So those were some of the main reasons why I went with the Warren brand. I'll get off here real quick, and this one has the rocker switch right here for powering it in and out, and up front here you got the roller fair lead, rollers top, bottom, side to side. You get the Honda lanyard or pull strap, whatever you want to call it, and you got the metal cable in it. You got a nice gunmetal gray finish on the motor. And on this side right here you have the clutch engage and disengagement for free spooling. You flip it forward, it allows you to pull the cable out and free spool. You save your you know, battery power on the four-wheeler, and it keeps the motor on the winch from getting as hot. And then when you go to power it back in, you flip it back, and that engages the clutch on and allows it to reel the cable back in. So all things considered, though, it's a nice winch, though. I haven't really had to use it a whole lot yet, other than just practicing with it, but I'm sure it'll come in handy as time goes along. backside of the Watkins Pond now, heading back out. Two-wheel drive. That hole's deeper than it looks. Came up over this floorboard. I don't know, this may only go to this tree stand here, I'm not real sure. I think it's heading down here towards the creek though. Yeah, there's a tree stand there. Creek's down here. A little ways. There's a creek. We'll go back up to the top of the hill here. The old creek path is actually just on the other side of the creek there, running that way. So I think I had mentioned before that this is a place you can cross it. Not on four-wheeler, but on horses you can cross, come down that side right there and come up through here. Not something I do typically, but doable. I've done it once or twice before in an emergency. Ride down this way and see what the rest of the path looks like. I think, like I said, I think this will take you down to the swamp on this side of the swamp. That is, you know, from the earlier videos that I've made, you know, the swamp, the side that I'm on from the old creek path, and that's the opposite side of it. Path going that way. Let's see where this one goes first. Come back and try that other one. Yeah, this is right here at the swamp. And we are in the swamp. You can see, you know, give you a better look. Like I said, about straight over that way is the old creek path, where it goes up the hill there, the real steep hill. This is the other side of it right here. Briars down in here. Like I said though, a friend of mine, he hunts down in here right much, and I'm not a hunter, you know, but back during the hunting season though, him and some of his friends, they came down in here and made this path, you know, or opened it back up one. I forgot which way it was, but this may be the one that they worked on right here. He's saying about one to the side, so I imagine this is it. I think while I'm at it, I'm going to cut that thing down. time summertime gets here, it'll be up and won't be as easy to drive over. Yeah, let me quit work of that. That'll help some. We got a little creek here, a little small one anyway. Yeah, just bear with me. Like I said, I've never been down this path before, so I'm gonna ride it kind of slow. Like I have a feeling when summertime gets here it'll be kind of brushy. It's nice though. Thick woods down in here. No wonder they like to come down in here and hunt. Keep going any farther or not, I don't know. That looks like the path dead ends almost. Let's see what's down here though. This might be the end of our trail right here, I don't know. I don't know, it might go through here. Man, is it tight though. Alright. Should be able to make it. If the rancher was any bigger, we wouldn't have been able to. If it goes this way. I don't know exactly where we're going, to be honest with you. Go over this way and see. Well, I can see civilization through the woods there, but I'm not seeing the rest of the path right off. Anyway, at least now we know. See anything that way, I don't think. Pretty neat to ride though. That's worth coming over here and seeing. Anyway. Kind of surprised I ain't seen any deer out here yet. time or another, I have to get my friend to come over here on his four-wheeler, and maybe he can show me. You know, like I said, it looked like to me the path dead ends up there. I couldn't tell where it kept on going. He said that it came out behind somebody's house over there, and I can see the house, but the trail looks like it's too brushy to me, so I just turn on around, try it out again some other time. That little creek's muddier right through there than you think. A little spinach going on. Back this way. I know I was just down here, but trail, it looked like somebody made a trail to the left down here, and yeah, try this out right alongside the creek here. A lot of rocks down here though. Uh-oh. Good thing I got a skid plate up under there. I heard something. I heard one of the rocks hit. Easy through here, ain't it? Another tree stand. They're all over. Nice trail here even. I haven't even been down this one before either. It's right here up under my nose. We're going to cross the creek here. A little water flowing through it. Stranded path again. These mud holes right here are known for being deep and for getting you stuck too, so be careful about which ones I go in. four-wheeler's already been through here today. That rut, boy, that threw the quick climb out of that one. Here off the gas line. I've ridden down it before with B a few years ago, but this is the first time I made a video of riding down it on a four-wheeler. It's an old school bus over here out in the woods. Thought I'd show y'all. Old tobacco curing barn there. Yep, there's a school bus there, though. Got a tree growing out where the motor would have been. How about that? Short bus, ain't it? No telling how old that school bus is. Yeah, all the glass is busted out of it. This used to be a farm right here. I know you get tired of hearing me say that, but everything around here used to be farmland. So a lot of old farms that are now no longer occupied, they're abandoned. This is one of them. I think the house used to be back up that way, if I'm not mistaken. I'm surprised nobody farms these fields anymore, though. Kind of odd. Mattress springs, remains of a toilet, a bunch of old trash and junk out there. Yeah, people lived here at one time, if you see that. I don't know what it was. I guess back, a long time ago, it just wasn't popular for people to take the trash elsewhere. Seems like that they kind of just dumped it out behind wherever they lived. I know it's that way at my house. It used to be a old farm there, and out back in the woods and everything. It's just like everybody dumped their bottles and cans and trash and stuff out. Mattress, box springs, you name it, it's out there. Come up over here on the gas line. Take a ride down this old hunting path here. On the backside of those fields and stuff that we were just at, back where the old school bus was. It was out in the woods here. Brush down right here. Made it through that two-wheel drive, okay. Some of these mud holes around here, you know, the thing, you know, you got to keep in mind is that, you know, you go into them, especially if you can't see to the bottom of them. I find the thing that messes me up most is it throws you off camber. I mean, you get down in the hole and, you know, it pitches the four-wheeler one way or the other, and, you know, you can't lean enough, you know, it might risk tipping it over. So you just got to really be careful around here because they're deceiving. You know, they may not look deep. You get down in them, and next thing you know, they're full of water, and there's a rut in the bottom of them or something, and it tips you sideways, and, well, and you have less desirable results, you know. I'll take a ride over here to what they call Stolen Stand Field. It's a term or name the hunters gave it. This over here, I'm going to try and show you a path that leads down to a creek. And there's a little story behind that I'll get around to in a minute. This is a very muddy through here. So we're going to do the best we can. Basically, this is a popular hunting spot. There's a tree stand right over there, deer stand, whatever you want to call it, up in the trees there. But my main reason for coming down here, I'm going to try and show you this path a guy made, and he was trying to make a path across this creek down here, and the beavers have dammed the creek up in several spots down here. And he made this path right here with his tractor. And I guess to make a long story short, he had a front end loader on his tractor, and he came down in here, and he was working along the creek bank, and he thought he was going to bust the beaver dam with a bucket on the tractor. And what ended up happening was the front wheels of the tractor slipped off the bank of the creek down into the water, and the engine on the tractor took on water, and it ruined the motor. So he had to get a whole new motor for the tractor. And I think that, you know, that messed him up quite a bit, you know. As far as I know, he hasn't been back down here to work on it any further since that happened. And I was hoping I was going to be able to get over there. I might still be able to. Just have to see. Like our path went through right over that way, though. Let's see here. beavers have dammed this creek up so bad that the creek holds water right up at the bank's edge, and that's what the problem is. You know, the creek's not crossable. You can see how the water's backed all the way up in here where they've got it dammed up. In fact, there's the creek right there. In fact, it's worse now than it was last time I was over here. But there's a little beaver house right there. And basically, I think he came down in here at somewhere. It might have been over on that side over there, and that's where his tractor fell in at. Anyway, unfortunate that happened to his tractor. I've heard he got it fixed though, but not what you plan on when you come out working though. But you can see, like I said, these beavers have caused a lot of problems down here, you know, and it's not even that many of them down in here. It's a little small, you know, family of beavers, I guess, but that's all it takes is one or two, and they ruin everything, you know. Try and go back the way I came through here if I can. This is only like the second time I've been down in here, so just bear with me. This tree right here wasn't blocking the part of the path he had made last time. Like somebody lost a hubcap. Yep, like a hubcap to a four-wheeler. Like one of those custom ITP wheel hubcaps. I'd get it if I had a set of those wheels, but I don't. But yeah, I just thought I'd show y'all that. You know, his plan was he was going to knock the dam out and let all the water out of there, and then he'd build a bridge across that creek so everybody could ride the four-wheelers across it. He rides, him and his family ride four-wheelers right much, and due to a fence being put up a ways off from here on somebody else's property, no longer is that path open, so that was his reason for coming back here and trying to make a path across his land. But that creek is what stopped him, so anyway. Taking a ride over here on the this old abandoned cow farm here. I've been over here before. Been a little while though. I'll ride over here and see what's going on. It all used to be pasture out here. Big pond there. Pretty day out, I tell you, nice and mild, about 60 degrees, sun's out nice and bright. This used to be an old stable or barn right here. A friend of mine that I was talking about earlier that hunts, they come over here and hunt right much, and somewhere down in the woods down there, he was telling me, is a graveyard, and I think he said the graves are unmarked though, but I don't know exactly where it said. He was trying to tell me, but sometime or another he's riding with me, maybe He can. You have to get off on foot though to find it. You can't ride four-wheeler down there because the tree is too thick down in there with brush and all. But yeah. Anyway, though, it's a graveyard down in there with unmarked graves. He said it's something that he stumbled across several years ago when he was back there hunting. Down here by the water. That pond levels up right high. The water's all the way up here. I'm guessing that they let the cows drink out of that, you know, to get their water from. House used to be right there where that chimney's at. Somebody, several years ago, I heard that somebody set it on fire, though. It burned down. The little shop is right here back at the back, still standing up for the most part. It's some pretty farmland though. I think they plant tobacco out here though in the summertime. People lease the land out. But like I said, the people that had the cow farm here, they have all died years ago. I think some of their maybe grandchildren or something like that may still own the land, but they you know, they don't look after it or nothing. They just have it. Hey, the hunters have really routed this out this season. Try and make it through here in two-wheel drive if I can. Yeah, we did alright. This path right here, I believe, takes you up to the ghost house, if I'm not mistaken. Really know how deep this is though. Here we are. Head back over here to the gas line. Came up on my boot down there, so. Uh-oh. Got my branch about to take my head off here. There we go. Getting ready to come up down here on the ski slope, I call it. Shouldn't need four-wheel drive for that. Oh no. World. That's a dead cow. Oh my goodness. How in the world did it get out here? Oh man, that's a shame. Dead cow, how about that? Must have got lost or something. Got away from its mother. Almost look like a dairy cow, almost. I'm not sure though. Funny thing is, I don't know who around here has cows like that. Getting ready to come up on this down here that we call the ford, which is a creek crossing. You can kind of see the rest of the creek there. Pretty big creek actually. Here we are at the ford. Oh, it's got a nice flow going to it. About up to the hubcaps. Yep. Going right along. After that rain they're calling for tomorrow, it'll really be flowing. path right here takes you to a little food plot up here that somebody made for the deer to eat out of. Kind of popular hunting spot. There's a food plot there. The rest of the path goes up here. I think I've showed it to you before. Comes out behind a manufacturing plant up here. The turkeys have been scratching the ground up.